Even if you're not a fan of American football, there are some very important business lessons that you can learn from this past weekend's games. Now, I was watching the Alabama and Auburn game, and it is the 88th time of the Iron Bowl because these are two very, very intense rivalries in the state of Alabama. And the game was pretty intense. Now, first off, you didn't expect the game to be so intense because Alabama has a 10-1 record and the other team had a 6-5 record. So clearly coming into this game, you're thinking like, all right, one team is going to really dominate the other. But it was a very competitive game and it went all the way down to like the last 30 seconds of the game. Now, one of the things that was very, very important that stood out to me that I think is a huge business lesson is that in the final drive for Alabama, it was fourth down, and the quarterback had just made a mistake the play before. And people were probably like, you know what? This quarterback just lost the game for them. There's no hope for them. And it was fourth and goal, and it was a long way to go. But in that very last play on fourth down, with all the pressure on, the quarterback makes a absolutely perfect pass to a player in the left backside of the end zone. And it was a game winning touchdown. Now, one of the things that it stood out for me is it really helps emphasize something that is very important that every business owner has to really master and get down is that when you're running a business, there are going to be mistakes that you make, whether, hey, there's an email that you didn't get out, or maybe there's a sales call where, hey, they decided to go with someone else. Some mishap is going to happen. But the question really is can you have the mental toughness to pull yourself back together and say, hey, you know what? I know that mistake was made, or I know the ball got dropped, or I know we didn't close that deal, but I am going to focus on the next thing that we need to do to keep the business moving forward. And see, this happens a lot in our business and in every type of business, especially if you're in the personal service, because when you are doing a sales call, the first person that you talk to may decide to go with someone else. But the question is, can you show up on that next sales call with the same level of confidence and the energy and the focus to add value to that next person? Because just because the first person said no, that doesn't mean that everyone is going to tell you no. But it does take mental toughness to be a successful entrepreneur. So, as you're watching things like football or you're watching just things around you, always remember there are many business lessons that you can pull from the things that you see going on around you.